परमात्मा से मैं मेरी आत्मा अब प्रेम पात्र बन गए तू शुभ किरण किरण को मिलक नयन से ओ किरण किरण को मिलक नयन से हो जा मन में मगन
समरथ अगम पूरन, हे समरथ अगम पूरन,
हे समरथ अगम पूरन, हे समरथ अगम पूरन,
हे समरथ अगम पूरन, मोह मायाधार,
हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल
अंधकूप महाभयान, अंधकूप महाभयान,
अंधकूप महाभयान, अंधकूप महाभयान,
अंधकूप महाभयान, नानक पार उतार,
हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे दयाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल, हे
जय
माधव मदन मुरारी
जय माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी
जय केशव कलिमल भारी
जय केशव कलिमल हारी
जय केशव कलिमल हारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी
सुंदर कुंडल नयन विशाला
सुंदर कुंडल नयन विशाला
सुंदर कुंडल नयन विशाला गले सोहे वैजंती माला गले सोहे वैजंती माला या छवि की बलहारी या छवि की बलहारी जय
माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी
कब हूँ लूट लूट दधी खायो कब हूँ मधुबन रास रचायो कब हूँ मधुबन रास रचायो नाचत बिपिन बिहारी नाचत बिपिन बिहारी जय
माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी
करुणा कर द्रौपदी पुकारी करुणा कर द्रौपदी पुकारी पट में लिपट गए बनवारी पट में लिपट गए बनवारी निरख रहे नर नारी निरख रहे नर नारी जय
माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी जय केशव कलिमल हारी जय केशव कलिमल हारी जय माधव मदन मुरारी जय माधव मदन
दुर्योधन को मेवा त्यागो,
दुर्योधन को मेवा त्यागो,
दुर्योधन को मेवा त्यागो,
दुर्योधन को मेवा त्यागो।
साग विदुर घर पाई सबसे ऊंची,
प्रेम सगाई,
सबसे ऊंची
प्रेम सगाई।
झूठे फल सबरी के खाए,
झूठे फल सबरी के खाए,
बहुविधि प्रेम लगाई सबसे ऊंची,
प्रेम सगाई,
सबसे ऊंची
प्रेम सगाई।
प्रेम के बस अर्जुन रथ हांक्यो,
प्रेम के बस अर्जुन रथ हांक्यो,
प्रेम के बस अर्जुन रथ हांक्यो,
प्रेम के बस अर्जुन रथ हांक्यो।
भूल गए ठकुराई सबसे ऊंची,
प्रेम सगाई,
सबसे ऊंची
प्रेम सगाई।
ऐसी प्रीत बड़ी वृंदावन,
ऐसी प्रीत बड़ी वृंदावन,
ऐसी प्रीत बड़ी वृंदावन,
ऐसी प्रीत बड़ी वृंदावन।
गोपिन नाच नचाई सबसे ऊंची,
प्रेम सगाई,
सबसे ऊंची
प्रेम सगाई।
सूर क्रूर इस लायक नाही,
सूर क्रूर इस लायक नाही,
सूर क्रूर इस लायक नाही,
सूर क्रूर इस लायक नाही।
कहलक करे बढ़ाई सबसे ऊंची,
प्रेम सगाई,
सबसे ऊंची Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna। Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Sankalp.
एक बार बोलो श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. Everybody sitaram. Could we all please stand as we join hands together in prayer? Prayer and praying is talking to God. And this conversation in prayer, seeking the blessings of the Atma. Bhagavad Gita reminds us that the soul is eternal and everlasting. The body would die and decay and disintegrate and finish. But the Atma, the soul, does not end. The soul is permanent. And it is that soul today, my dear friends, I invite you to join in prayer, seeking the grace and blessings of Bhagavan, that Lord, today we have this unfortunate and difficult task to perform what is called the Anteshti Sanskar. There are 16 major sanskars in the human existence, and the final rites, which is called the Anteshti Sanskar, is what is being performed here today. Harihi Om Sriya Pavitra Pavitrava Sarvashtanga Topiva Yasmadeti Pundarikangshe Sabhyantara Suchinama Harihi Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sanka Chakra Gadadhara Aksha Pundarikangsham Preta Moksha Purva Om Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tangatirna Gatirva Sansaragna Prasiddha Purushotamam Harihi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Yang Brahma Varunindra Rudra Marutastunvanta Divyasta Vede Sangam Parakramopanishade Gayanti Yam Samagha Hari Om Dhyana Vashtita Tadgatena Manusa Pashanti Yam Yogino Yasyang Tang Navedo Sura Suragana Devaya Tashmai Namo Namam Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Pretanivartanam Harihi Om Namaha. Om Sri Vishnur Ad Sri Brahmano Ahne Dvitit Prajishwari Varakalpe Vaivash Mantre Ashtavinshatame Kalyuge Kalipatam Charnitrinida Desha Arouca Nagrat Satat Harimknam Anteshti karma mahasankalp mahas amukha gotrasya amukha pretasya rashi sitoshur amukha rashi titosha shankesha sheshu graheshu yatha yatha rashi asthanateshu ka amukhanam yajmanasya hi amukha gotrasya pretasya anteshti karma ahankarishe namaha om namo bhagavate vasudevaya namaha Om Shantakaran Bhujagashainam Padmanabham Sureshayam Vishwadharan Gagansadrisham Meghavannan Shubhanganam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanainam Yogi Vidhyanagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhaubhai Haranam Sarvaloke Kanathanam Om Amukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Pretinivartanam Anteshti Karma Ahankarishe Namaha Om Namaha Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Before we sit, my dear friends, I ask that we all join in this simple bhajan. Those of you who have the program, it is on the program, the first bhajan, Jai Krishna Hare. So I'd ask that we all please join. Hari Om. Jai
Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare दुखियों को दुख दूर करे
जय 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 कृष्ण हरे अगेन जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय ऑल जॉइन
जय कृष्ण हरे
जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो ओ जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो जब कोई न खेवन हारा हो फिर तो ही बेरा
पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे
ओ जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे
जय 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 कृष्ण हरे
तो चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे पूरन कर दे उसकी आशा पूरन कर दे उसकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे ओ जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे ओ जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे राम नाम सत्य है यही सबकी गति है ओम कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमः राम नाम सत्य है सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय थैंक यू वेरी मच प्लीज टेक योर सीट्स पुट योर फ्लावर्स हियर पुट योर फ्लावर्स हियर टच फॉरहेड Chanan. Watch your index finger, stay from here. Take a neat and thing, dip it properly. By the two hairs, dip again. By the two hands. Oh, you have a perfume. Om Chandanam Namaha. Just watch, circle around here and then continue straight walking around. Slowly walk around, continue straight. Om Namo Sri Mritak Sane Shavang Nimit. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritaksane Shavang Nimit Gandham Maya Dete Upatishtam Tat Sat Hari Om. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretas Mritaksane Shavang Nimit Snanang Maya Dete Upatishtam Namaha. 5 times, that's 1. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Mritaksane Shavang Nimit Gandham Maya Dete. Om Namo Sri Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshapunari Sham Preta Moksha Prabhava. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalotam Gatirna Gatir Bhava Sansara Prasiddhi Purushotamam. Om Adhyamukha Gotrasya Amukha Pretasya Preta Nivartanam Shavang Nimisnanam Maya Dete. Om Shavang Nimit Gandhang Maya Dete Upatishtam Tatsat Harihi Om Namaha. He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava Govinda Garadhuja Gunanidhe Damura Ramadhava. He Krishna Kamalapate Yurupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntari. Just rest it there. Mala. Om Pushpamala Maya Dete Upatishtam Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshapunari Kangsham. Come. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha. I want to hit them one. Om Sri Yamdware Mahaghore Dipadane Maya. 5 times slowly. Take your time, no hurry. Slowly and then walk around, continue doing arati. All touch hands. Om Yamdware Mahaghore Dipadane Maya Haste Maya Dete Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanuram Ardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadguru Narayanaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namonam. He Ramam Purushottamam Narhare Narayanam Keshava Govinda Garadhuja Gunanidhe Damodara Madhava. He Krishna Kamalapate Yadupate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntari Pate Charachar Pate Lakshmi Pate Pahimam. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namam. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Shahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaye Pataye Nama. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambike Gauri Narayane Namastate. Om Karpura Gaurang Karunavatarang Sansara Sarang Bhujagendra Haram Sada Vasantang Hridaya Vinde Bhavang Bhavani Sahitang Namami. Mala. Alright, continue walking. Touch by the feet and forehead. Continue walking by the feet. Wait, step right there. You take the terra and do a little arati. Wait, take the mala first.
Hold it.
Hold the thread. Arati. Om Yam Dware Mahaghore Dipadane Maya Haste Maya Dete Tatsat Hari Om. Mala. Tatsat Hari Om Namaha. Right, continue walking, touch by the feet. Hold the thread. Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshapundari Kangsham Preta Moksha Prabhava. Krishna Krishna Kripalo Tangaterna Gaterbhava Sansaragna Prasiddha Purushottamam. Walk, touch by the feet. Mala. No, come wrong. No shortcut. Om Krishnaya Govindaya. Go down more. Right. Let it look pretty. Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshapunari Kangsham Preta Moksha Prarava. Om Sri Krishna Krishna Kripalo Tangatirna. Walk, touch your feet. Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Guru Govindaya Namo Namam. Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam. Sri Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru Tatsat Harihi Om Krishnaya Govindaya Vasudevaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Guru Govindaya Brindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. My dear friends, death and dying is the reality of our existence. As that bhajan tells us, you all could sit down, take a recess. Ek din hame bhi jana hai. We all have to go through this process in life. You could be how rich, you could be how beautiful, you could be how powerful, you could be how whatever. Nobody leaving this planet Earth unless you pass through this process. And to give you a frightening message, somewhere out in there's already a tree, a log, a board waiting to make your coffin. That alone, my dear friends, is a wake-up call to us all to understand and realize that our time is coming too. Every minute, every day, every hour, every year, we are closer and closer to our end. Therefore, we need to take stock on what we're doing with our life. In the Ramayana, we are reminded, Bare Bhagya Mano Shatana Pawa. What we are doing here today, only we as human beings are privileged to do that. This is a conversation we are having with God, asking God to bless the soul, to make that soul rest in His divine presence, to guide and protect that soul. That conversation, my dear friends, is limited to us human beings. The dog, the ants, the fish, the bird, nobody have that opportunity and privilege. We as human beings are the only one in the entire creation have that privilege to talk to God. But sad to say, the only time we remember God, when we point with finger, we bowl, oh God, and when the pain pass, we take God and wrap him and push him in the back pocket again until we point with finger again. That, my dear friends, is not the ideal relationship we should maintain and develop with God. We as human beings, we are the nearest to God. Therefore, we need to upgrade, uplift ourselves. This is why there's so many examples of the life of Hanuman, the life of Ram, the life of Krishna, to give us practical examples, how to govern, how to manage, how to develop our life to God. What happens when we come here, we become enamored, we become attracted, distracted, attached to the house and land and husband and wife and children and car and money and everything. The sad reality, nothing in this world is ours. Not even this body, because when we're done with it, they either dig a hole and bury it, or you'd see in a few minutes, put it in a heap of wood and burn it. What we carry with us, my dear friends, is our spiritual journey. We are essentially a spiritual existence. We are essentially a spiritual being. Sad to say, our spiritual life is the most neglected. We see about health, we see about money, we see about education, we see about everything else. But our spirituality, Sadhguru, in a recent statement, said that the human race is the weakest they have ever been physically. Now 5-year-old children have diabetes and high blood pressure and all kind of craziness. 5 years old, eh? I see a 5-year-old here wearing glasses. Come on, what are we doing with ourselves? Physically, we are the weakest and sickliest we have ever been in the history of mankind. Mentally, we are the weakest we have ever been. Now somebody asks somebody, where's the phone number? They say, wait, I'll go and I'll get my phone to get. The brains, if you don't use it, you lose it, and this is what is happening. Mentally, we are becoming weaker and weaker and weaker, down a slippery slope. Don't talk about spirituality at all. You know, spiritually, the human race is the weakest they have ever been. So what we doing with our life, what we doing with our existence, chasing house and land and money and wife and husband and children, and this is our state. The wife, the husband, the children, the car, the money, nothing is of any use at this point. When we reach this stage in our life, we have to start preparing now, my dear friends. Let this funeral service be a wake-up call to us all. And those of us who are listening to us on the international media, let today be a wake-up call for you to analyze yourself and ask yourself, are you comfortable and happy in fulfilling the purpose of your existence as a human being? I repeat, I want you to understand this very carefully. Are you happy and comfortable and satisfied with the progress of your spiritual life as a human being? Your purpose in life, my dear friends, your mission in life is to bring the soul into oneness with God. Elevate, uplift the soul. But no, you don't have time about God and soul and prayer and things. You're studying Maya. I want to look more pretty. I want to have a bigger house. I want to have a bigger car. I want to have more money in the bank, a bigger bank account, and everything else. My dear friends, our purpose in life, our mission in life, our duty in life, our responsibility in life is to bring our soul into oneness with God. The first line of Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Chetre Kurukshetre, that we are on a battlefield. And the battle is between God and Satan. And by our karma, by our actions, by our doings, will determine whether we supporting God or we supporting Satan. If you supporting God, you do the things that are prescribed in your scriptures. If you supporting Satan, you do the things that Satan prescribed. But Bhagavad Gita says that you are responsible for your karma. Karma pradhana vishwakararaka. Everything that you do, you are responsible. And the consequences, you have to face the consequences. Nobody could face that for you. So my dear friends, today I urge you to revisit your direction of life. Analyze and question, are you comfortable and satisfied and happy with your spiritual progress? Because whether you know it, whether you believe it, whether you accept it, we are all on a spiritual journey, a pilgrimage. But sometimes you go in a pilgrimage, you get up 2 o'clock in the morning, you start to cook and pack basket and thing. But you're going on a tirat thing. And you maxi and bus and truck and whatever come to pick you up. And you load the maxi with all the basket and thing. And you're going on a pilgrimage. When you reach there and puja start, you can't study puja because you're studying, take care of somebody, dig up in my basket, take care of somebody, eat my food, take care of somebody, cross over my food. All kind of thing. You can't concentrate and focus. This is what we are doing with our life, my dear friends. We are pretending to be spiritual, pretending to think, but our mind, our focus, our attention is diverted and diverting. We have to understand our purpose in life. And not only understand, but pursue the purpose in life. Because from the time we land in this planet Earth and we take our first breath, we start searching for something they call happiness. And? No? From the time we take our first breath, we start searching for happiness. And you know where that search ends? When we take our final breath, that's the end of the search. I'll tell you here this morning that true happiness is total and unconditional surrender to God. True happiness is total and unconditional surrender to God. When you sit down and you pray and let the tears flow and not conditional. Everybody knows conditional. That God, I'm praying because I want to pass my exam. Or God, I'm praying because I want to overcome my sickness. God, I'm praying because my neighbor washed my hand and I want to kill him. God, I'm praying because I want a bigger house. That is conditional. You're praying under conditionalities. But when you pray unconditionally, in the Ramayana we have Seuri. And Seuri was from a wild tribe. I'm sure most of you would have heard the katha already. She was from a wild tribe. She couldn't read and write. She didn't know mantras. She didn't know prayers. She didn't know Sanskrit, nothing. But she had common sense. She had wisdom. She had knowledge. Throughout her life, she dedicated her life to her guru, Matang Rishi. And when the guru was about to expire, he called her and said, Seuri, I give you special blessing that one day the Lord will come visiting. But continue what you have been doing all your life. Seuri used to get up 3 o'clock in the morning and go and hide and leap the baby because women were not allowed to go in the inner sanctorium of the ashram. And one day, the guru came back quickly to see, well, who was interfering, and she saw her, and he saw the level of love and care and the devotion. And he called her and he said, Seuri, I give you 100% permission. You continue. So she felt happy that she get permission officially to clean and care of the little ashram. And after many, many, many years, the guru expired, the Lord came to her, Ram and Lakshman. And the first question Seuri asked is, Bhagwan, kahi bidhi astuti karuhu tumhari? That Lord, tell me, where's this whole business about God and prayer and praying and religion? You know, my dear friends, religion is one of the main causes of division in our society today. Wife and husband are talking because they join a different religion, their religion say to do so, and their religion, they bad talking each other religion like if it's a commercial exercise. So, Seuri asked Bhagwan, tell me, where's this whole thing about God and prayers and praying and thing? And Bhagwan Sri Ram says in a very simple way, Manahu eka bhakti karanata. Nata means relationship. The only relationship you can have with God is bhakti, devotion. Your own input, your own devotion. Nobody could save you, nobody could liberate you, nobody could do anything. You have to do it for yourself. Just like you can't eat for somebody. If somebody sick and lie down there, you can say, all right, I'll go eat for you. You lie down there. You can't learn for somebody. Say, all right, you have exam coming. I go cram all the work and then you go and sit the exam. You can't do it. So physically, you can't do it. Mentally, you can't do it. Spiritually, you can't do it. Somebody could advise you. Somebody could guide you. Somebody could show you and teach you. But the ultimate responsibility, the ultimate reality is your own effort. So Bhagwan Sri Ram says to Seuri, that Seuri, pray. Continue praying unconditionally. No conditionalities. No condition that I pray in because of this, that, and the other. Praying out of spontaneous love. That is the power of prayer, my dear friends. That is the essence of prayer. When you pray, not because you want something, not because you're dictating or you're commanding God to do this or that or the other, but you're praying out of love. In Hinduism, everything in the creation have a material and a spiritual combination. Everything, this is why I'm sure most of you must have heard that God is here, there, and everywhere. You know the true meaning of that? The true meaning of that is God is in everything. As Hindus, we offer prayer to the earth as Mother Earth, as Dharti Mata, because this comes from the earth and it's going back to the earth. And everything that you need, food, clothes, medicine, jewelry, gas, oil, iron, everything that you need for our comfort and our sustenance comes from the earth. We give thanks to God for the bountiful gifts of the earth. You know, if the earth is not there, we cannot live. How you gonna drive your car? Where you gonna drive your car? Where you gonna get material to build your house? Where you gonna get to plant your food? The earth is an essential element of our existence. Kartik time we go in the water, in the beach, in the rivers, and we offer prayer to Mother Ganga as the waters. People go laugh at me and say they pray into the water. No, they do. Don't laugh at me. They do. They say, well, them Hindus stupid, they pray into the water. Could you survive without water? That grain of corn would remain on the ground forever, only when it's blessed with water, the process of life. So we give thanks to God for the contribution of the element of water in our life. The sun. These are some of the elements of Hinduism I'm just relating to you. The sun. You get up and you take a lota of water. It is prescribed that you use brass or copper for your offering. Bathe, go barefooted to your chandi, facing the rising sun, and you make that offering. Do you understand the physics and the science behind that offering? No? We are living on an electromagnetic grid. All the beep beep on the car, the TV signal, the telephone signal, the radio signal, travel along these electromagnetic highways. It doesn't travel in vacant space, it travels through that. So we are standing in the midst of that electromagnetic field, cosmic energy. And when you hold that lota, your hands are wet, and you're making that offering. The refractive energy through the rising sun, passing through that water, give you that spectrum of light. I'm just giving you it in a nutshell. Tell me what sickness could affect you if you are doing that. Very, very important. Every Hindu is supposed to get up early in the morning and do that. Don't ever wait until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock to do that. The energy, you see, the animals show us how to live. And the animal will get up and early in the morning spread its wing and absorb that solar energy. In closing, I would tell you this. If you want to be rich, you want to be wise, you want to be healthy, and you want to be energetic, get up before sunrise. And you'd see the benefit. You could keep a little journal and write down the energy level. However, if you want to be poor, you want to be lazy, you want to be sickly, you want to be stupid, get up after 10 o'clock in the morning. Guaranteed. You could write it down, jot it down, you'd see the energy level. That is our teaching, my dear friends. Look, I'm 79 years old. Nothing is happening to me. Because I follow my scriptural teachings and I follow what I do. And if we all do that now, little children getting all kind of sickness, people get up, they can't walk good, they can't. Laziness is a disease by itself. But there's a different katha. I want to go there today. So my dear friends, understand your purpose in life, because we all have to go through this process. I'll read for you a few lines of Bhagavad Gita. I know there would be readings of Bhagavad Gita in a little while, but chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, that reminds us, my dear friends, that what this life is all about. You know, unfortunately, we do not understand. We do not understand our purpose in life. And this is where the tragedy comes in. If we understand our purpose in life, we'd behave differently, we'd act differently, we'd manage and conduct our life differently. But our perception is, eat, drink, and be merry. When you're dead, you'll get buried. That is not the purpose of life, my dear friends. we have a far, far, far more important responsibility, because you have reached that level of existence that is the highest, and therefore you work hard to reach there. Try to elevate yourself further. Do not get the maya of house and land and fight and money and children. And let us pray. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraye Govindaye Namo Namam. Om न जायते मृतवा कदाचिता नयं भूत्वा भविता न भव अजो नित्यं शशोरं पुराणे न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे। यह आत्मा किसी काल में भी न तो जन्मता है और न मरता है, तथा न यह उत्पन्न होकर फिर होने वाले है, क्योंकि यह आत्मा नित्य सनातन और पुरातन है। शरीर को मेरे जाने पर भी यह नहीं मरा जाता. The soul, न जायते मृतवा कदाचित. The soul does not born, and the soul does not die. Right? Just like how we change clothes, the soul changes bodies based on karma. So we live like the animal. What the animal do? Just eat, sleep, mate, defend. We live like the animal. We relegate ourselves to a lower to come back up again. So the soul is unborn, eternal, everlasting, and primeval. Even though the body dies, the soul does not die. एक बार बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. Before I invite the relatives to pay their respects, I have here recitation of Bhagavad Gita by Reshma Maharaj. So I call on Reshma. Thank you.
Sitaram Baba, elders, family, friends, villagers, and well-wishers. I would read a few verses from the Holy Bhagavad Gita. Babaji started it already, chapter 2, verses 22 to 28. Here, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying to his devotee Arjuna, he is explaining to him that we are not our material bodies, but we are spirit souls. He says, as a person sheds worn-out garments and wears new ones, likewise, at the time of death, the soul casts off its worn-out body and enters a new one. Weapons cannot shred the soul, nor can fire burn it. Water cannot wet it, nor can the wind dry it. The soul is unbreakable and incombustible. It can neither be dampened nor dried. It is everlasting in all places, unalterable, immutable, and primordial. The soul is spoken of as invisible, inconceivable, and unchangeable. Knowing this, Arjuna, you should not grieve for the body. If, however, you think that the self is subject to constant birth and death, O mighty armed Arjuna, even then you should not grieve like this. Death is certain for one who has been born, and rebirth is inevitable for one who has died. Therefore, you should not lament over the inevitable. O scion of Bharat, all created beings are unmanifest before birth, manifest in life, and again, unmanifest on death. So why grieve? I would like to say a prayer for my uncle. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. May your soul rest in peace. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Reshma. You see, chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita gives us the constitution of the soul. What happens is soul, what is the soul, and the journey of the soul. But there's a lot more to it, my dear friends. But this is just the gist, the idea planted in your mind that what happens to the soul. Of course, we are all human beings and we must grieve and cry because this is the last that we'll be seeing of our loved ones. But as Reshma says, instead of grieving and crying, pray. Because you have lost a loved one. That's one loss. That soul has lost 1,000 times more. And that separation is 1,000 times more grievous than your one loss. He has lost the body that he has cherished for so many years. 83 years, 84 years, 85 years. So he has lived in that body for 85 years and he has lost that body. I mean, he feed the body, clothe the body, comfort the body, medicate the body, care the body, everything for 85 years. And today he lost that. He lost the house, the car, the money. So his loss is 1,000 times greater than your loss. But if you cry and lament, it aggravates his loss. But if you sit down and pray, because he cannot do it for himself, it is dependent. This is why you have the bandara and the shaving and all the dudmuhi and all the ceremonies to help the soul, to comfort the soul, to give the soul that courage and strength to go on. This is why it is important to do the after-death rituals. Now people want to do shortcut and say, well, you know, do everything one day. That doesn't work. It's not a dog dead, it's a human being dead. And therefore, you have to go through the rites and rituals properly. So, grieving and crying and lamenting hurts you and your emotion 5% and hurts the soul of the departed 95%. That is how impacting it is. So, my dear friends, when your loved one die, when that grief overcomes you, when that pain and the agony of the loss comes, sit down, chant the Hanuman Chalisa, read the Bhagavad Gita. It would console you, it would give you strength, it would give you courage, it would give you a sense of, and it will comfort the soul also. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So at this time, prayer and tribute from the Sijar family. Who is going to do this part? What name? Me. Oh, you are the Sigar family.
No, I'm representing.
Okay, representing Sigar family. What name?
My name is Boy.
Okay. Oh, Bunny. Oh, so Bunny have a whole bunch of stuff to do. He has the eulogy, he has the tribute, and the bhajan also. So,
Okay, friends and family. I was asked to give a short and sweet prayer on behalf of the Seegers family in New York, where Mr. Mangaroo Sookaran spent a lot of his life with them. And I shall start by saying the meaning of this prayer is, may his memory be a blessing. So short and sweet. And they asked me to say it in the Jewish language, which is Zichrono Lavraka. So Zichrono Lavraka means may his blessings be a memory, and his memory be a blessing. Okay, so that's on behalf of the Seegers family.
I have to do anything?
So now I'm going to do the eulogy. And a eulogy is all for remembrance, right? So I'll start by saying I've been given the honor on behalf of the Sookaran family to deliver this eulogy of Mangaroo Sookaran, better known as Mano. Most of you all will know he was the eldest son of the late Sookaran Bire and Basu Sookaran. On this occasion today, we want to reflect the life that he lived. As a person growing up, he was a very popular person for his dashing personalities, as you know him in his younger days. And also for his sense of good humor. I'm sure he made a lot of people laugh. He was a person who had a luck for driving motor cars and stuff like that. And as you know, he was like, I wouldn't say like, he was the number one taxi driver in his days over here in Trinidad. After migrating to the USA, he ended up with the Seegers family, which I just did that short and sweet lines there. And he ended up spending a great number of years with them, and they embrace him as one of their own, as a family member. By being in their company, I don't know if he told, but he told me, and I'm sure he told many others, he had the opportunity to meet a lot of popular, internationally people, personalities over there. Also, he always looked out for his family in Trinidad, especially when he visited. He always looked to take out all his nieces, his nephews, for treats when they were kids, I guess. Well, most of us are grown up, but as little kids, take them up to the grocery, let them take whatever they want. And also, for the amusement park in Arouca, so take them up there. Always like to put them in the most curious rides, just to see how frightened they would get. But knowing it's nothing dangerous, especially Paulus and Kerry, he always challenged them, let me see if you could take that ride. So, with his family, he always liked to see that his family is okay, treat them good when he comes for vacation. And after his retirement, he decided to return to Trinidad to reside, as you all know. And of my experience and accompaniment with him, I have countless memories. From a baby growing up, after he went to the USA and migrated, I ended up joining him over there. As you know, I'm living over there now. We had so much memories, I can't say, it's very countless. And all were very happy, both in Trinidad and over here also. Anytime I visit in Trinidad, he always look forward for me being here. Well, for those of you, you see my name is Bonnie in the brochure. That name Bonnie derived from him. That's my Uncle Mano. As a baby. He always reminded me of when I was a little baby, he took me to the beach. And a wave came and knocked me out of his hands. And I went in the water, and he always say, he got so scared, he started to switch his hands all over, trying to get me because, he didn't want me to drown or whatsoever. And he said it was a good while. Then he finally caught me up. And he said he was so relieved. And anytime we meet and we having a conversation, he always say, Bonnie, you were meant to be alive and to live. He always tell me that. And with this, I would like to conclude with the word remembrance, which is a gift we all have and should always use to remember Mangaroo, Mano, Sookaran. Thank you very much. So I was asked to sing a bhajan. He always looked forward for me to sing when he used to come to the U.S. to visit. He always come and hear me sing. Sit down quietly. He said, I should ask him, you want something to drink? He said, no. You go and do what you got to do. And he will go in a corner, all the way to the back. Arouca used to be with him. He will sit quietly, listen. Then when I done, I'll come over. He said, but you're a star boy. You sing so good. Sometimes I make mistake on my own. I know I sing and I make mistake. But he will always say, you sing good. And then we will have a good time after that. So, this bhajan I'm going to sing. This bhajan was originally done by Hariom Sharan, and I'm sure most of you all should know it, and if I would like you all to sing along too. I'm sure he would want you guys to sing also. So, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। तूने मुझको जग में भेजा, देकर निर्मल धाया, आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको दाग लगाया, जन्म जन्म की मैली चाहर, अब क्या दाग छुड़ाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। निर्मल वाणी पाकर तुझसे नाम न तेरा गाया, नैन मूंद कर हे परमेश्वर, कभी न तुझको ध्याया, मन विरा की तारी तूती, अब क्या गीत सुनाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। इन पैरों से चल कर तेरे मंदिर कभी न आया, जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा तेरी, कभी न शीश झुका, हे हरि हर मैं हर के आया,
अब क्या हार छुड़ाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आओ, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी मन ही मन शर्माओ, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे.
Uncle Mano.
Love you, will always love you, remember you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Parasram, Bonnie, Satu. My dear friends, as I explained to you a while ago, grief and crying is just human. But instead of grieving and crying, pray. Pray, pray, pray. You'd strengthen your own position, your own emotional control, and you'd help the soul. So don't cry. I know it's painful, I know it's agonizing to know that you lost a loved one, but prayer is beneficial for both sides of the fence. Today, my dear friends, we have in our midst Pandit Budram Prasad Mahapat, and I would ask him to make a contribution in whatever way. Thank you.
Hare Om. Mukam karoti vachalam pamgulam gaite girim yat kripatvam aham vande parmananda madhavam. Om yam brahma varunendra rudra marutah stunvanti divyayestave vedai sanga parakramuppadeshidaihi gayantiyam samaga. Om dhyana vaste tatargatina manasa pasyanti yam yogino yasyantam navidu surasurganaha devaya tasmai namaha devaya tasmai namaha. Om anadhini dhano devaha shanka chakra gadadhara akshay pundirikaksha preta moksha prado bhava preta moksha prado bhava preta moksha prado bhava. First of all, my most humble pranam to my Guruji, Pandit Vishnu Maharaj, and my most humble pranam to each and every one of you. Today, what we are seeing and what we are facing is something that we are accustomed to. Something we are accustomed to. How many funerals we have attended during our lifespan. But in the case of the immediate family, is great loss for them. While we sit here and we too feel the separation, but it's greater for those who are very close and near and dear to him. My dear brothers and sisters, in this world, we are all dying people. We are all dying people. We have already started making our exit out of this world. We already started making our exit out of this world. As I like to always refer to myself, not too long ago I had a full head of hair. Look how much gone. This is to tell you I am going somewhere else. Not too long I was seen without glasses, and I have to use glasses. Not too long in the near future, I may start to walk with a stick. And what the bhajan says, Kaba bhaji ho satnam, esumiro mana, kaba bhaji ho satnam, sumiro mana, kaba bhaji ho satnam. Oh man, when are you going to start to take the name of God, knowing all of this? We heard from Guruji, we heard from my daughter there. Nainam chinyam yesastani nanyam chinyam pavaga. The soul was never born and it could never die. This is a fact. Right? Water can't wet it, fire can't burn it, breeze can't blow it, hither, no weapon can destroy it. This we know. If the soul doesn't die, what dies? In Hinduism, nothing dies. Baba would take this box and put it on 5 places, and to every spot he put down the box, he releases one of the element. So release space into space. Space can't die. Air can't die. Water can't die. The earth can't die. Fire can't die. Everything just goes back to its original state. So this is why we say, and you know, I look at your leaflet just now, and I was amazed to see on the headings, where's it there again? In loving memory. In loving memory. Great words. Most of the time, we always see on these leaflets, we are celebrating the life. And after I question it and look at it from a Hindu way of life, this is nothing like celebration for us. It may be celebration for other people. My son, he would start to go without salt, without chunky food, sleep away from the wife, no alcohol, no fish, no meat, no eggs, no nothing. For this 12, 15 days, you will be observing a special fast. And this is not a celebration. A celebration is when people eat and drink and dance and fet and have fun. Well, we see this in a lot of funerals. A lot of DJ box, and when you reach by the cremation site or the burial ground, everybody by the car trunk, as Guruji does always say, everybody having a feast. For this family, there's no feast. I have known, well, let me call him Suki. When I started to work bus in 1970 in Sangre Grande, I met up with him as a cashier there. And then I come to know his brother Bire. And then I come to know the next one, who is a mechanic in Port of Spain. And then recently, when the sister-in-law passed away in the back there, so I get to know quite a few of the family. And I was saying just now, if you look at him, and you look at you, and you look at him, and you look at any of the brothers, it's but just one and the same. So you could as well take he and cremate he and leave he. And we're sure we cremate the correct person. First, they're so close. And you know what gives me joy? It's when I see at an age like this, a family live in bond, live together, shows that love. That is one of the greatest things I could see on this earth. Son is not your daddy. But I could tell you the things he did for you, the way he stand for you, the way he look out for you and others. He was like a father to the entire family. And not the family only, to the villagers. Because if he was a taxi driver, then he would give that love to the traveling public. This is the type of love he had. My son just sang a song there. Maili chadar और के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी आओ हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी मन ही मन शर्माऊं मेरी चादर और you know what this bhajan is saying? The soul reached the gateway of God. And here the soul is standing before God. And he's saying, Maili chadar. He said, Lord, when you give me this soul, it was as clean, as white as a sheet. As clean, as white as a sheet. I come into this world, in this Maya Janjal, get caught up into the illusion of this world, and here I am with all sins. So this sheet is stained. Dwara tumhari, I am at your door now, begging you to have mercy. Please, please have mercy upon me. Huh? Kabir sing a song, he says, I just forget it. But this next one says, Sabadina hotana eka saman. Sabadina hotana eka saman. Not every day does be the same. Not every day, not too long, son. Well, I understand Papa was ill for a while. And you know, I normally say, praise God for that. That is one of the greatest blessings man have. That is one of the greatest blessings man have. You know, people wants to go to heaven and everybody wants to go to heaven. But I want to tell you, we already in heaven. But the thing about it is, we're making a total hell out of it. We are already in heaven. We want to go to heaven. We want to go to a place where we don't know. This place is where we know. This place, Jinamata Pitaki Sevaki, we could do devotions to our parent, who is God, in human form. Right? Jinamata Pitaki. Today, you stand up as a son. You know, Baba made a statement just now that when we have funeral now, everything is like we want to do everything one day. So sometimes I just tell people, well, you know, you only have one morning half day in a daytime. Because one morning half day to do a funeral, one morning half day to do a shroud shaving, and one morning half day to do a bhandara. So we don't have 3 morning half day in one day. And when you want to do everything one day, I always say, I never ever hear somebody get pregnant in the night and the next day they have baby. That take a cost. So everything in life have a cost. And today is Daddy day that he's leaving, and you all are doing the best you could do. And you know, I always say, we have a choice, you know. We have a choice. If we're missing him so much, we could as well embalm the body and keep it, and anytime we want to see him, we could go and watch him. Not true? Anytime we want to see him, we could go and watch him. But according to the scriptures, according to the law of the land, we have to dispose of the body. Right? So it's only when you dispose of the body, then you can start doing your devotion. With these few words, I want to just say a final mantra. Aum anadhini dhano deva shanka chakra gadadhara akshay pundarikaksha preta moksha prado bhava preta moksha prado bhava preta moksha prado bhava. So we can all join in this. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Yahi Sabka Ghat Hai. Dhanya ho Babaji.
Thank you very much, Pandit Budram Prasad, for a very powerful message. My dear friends, whatever have been said here this morning by me is not intended for any offense. If I may have offended, I'm very sorry, but this is the reality of our existence. And my message was really to help you to change and improve where improvement needs to be made, to help you, to guide you in the direction that you need to go. At this time, we are going to invite the members of the public. I'd ask Rajiv to offer flowers. You'd stand, you stand up right here. Everybody would take flowers, offer flowers, Chandan Arti. Yeah. Well, brothers, sisters, family come, and then anybody else. So they would take flowers here. We want to do it in an orderly fashion. Take your... Waiters? Waiters? Must he sleep in and knock on the door? One tray at a time, otherwise the flowers, the breeze go blow away. All right, take flowers. You come, Rajiv, give her flowers. All the family come. Something wrong? Look at it. That red thing is flowers. Om Nokpikanta. Om Anadhino Dhane Deva Sankachakra Kadadhara. Akshapani Kangsam Preta Moksha Prabhava. Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tangatinada Bhava. Right, come to the side. Come so. And just make sure everybody get flowers. Anybody?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
जशवती नंदन ब्रज बर नागर, जशवती नंदन ब्रज बर नागर, गोकुल रंजन कान, गोकुल रंजन कान। ओ गोपी परण धन मदन मनोहर, गोपी परण धन मदन मनोहर, कालिय दमन विधान, कालिय दमन विधान। ओ जशमति नंदन ब्रज बर नागर, गोकुल रंजन कान।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
अमल हरि नाम यमिय विलासा, अमल हरि नाम यमिय विलासा, विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जामुन तट चल गोपी बसन हर जामुन तट चल गोपी बसन हर रास रसिक कृपामय रास रसिक कृपामय श्री राधा वल्लभ
पिंजरे के पंजीरे तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, पिंजरे के पंजीरे तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, बाहर से तो खामोश नहीं तो, बाहर से खामोश नहीं तो, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोए रे, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे, विधि ने तेरी खता लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए रे, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, चुप के रोने वाले रखना छुपा के दिल के चले रे, चुप के रोने वाले रखना छुपा के दिल के चले रे, ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा हो, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी रे हे तेरा दर्दन जाने को, तेरा दर्दन जाने को.
Thank you very much, Sato. My dear friends, we'll be leaving in a few minutes. So those of you who haven't had the chance to do our viewing may do so now. The final flowers are being distributed for offerings.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Salamano is the captain of the